everyone. Our special guest is George. Once again. Hello, George.
Hello. Hello again, Adi. 2 years later, I just checked that our last chat was in October 26th in 2023, so kind of 2 years ago.
Nice. It has been quite long. For me, it's very long. It's nice to see you, man. Really good.
Nice to see you too.
So you came. We chat 2 years ago. You were in Minas Gerais. Where are you now? Again.
Yeah, I'm also in Minas Gerais, but I just came to Minas Gerais because I was in Bahia actually. But I am in São João del Rei, which is one of the historical cities in Minas, one of the oldest, like almost 300 years. This city I'm at.
Nice. I have never been to São João del Rei, but it is one of the destinations that I've been trying to with the family.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should come.
Yeah. And last time we spoke, you were in Poços de Caldas, another city, very touristy, if you can say. Yeah, very nice
Yeah,
city. Okay, but
yeah.
tell me, explain to us here. Are you living nomad? Is that right? Is that how I understood
Yeah,
that we chat, we exchange messages? So,
yeah.
how are you living? What are you doing? Tell us, and
So,
please enlighten us with experiences, and please also, hopefully, comment if you needed English, if you use your English, and let's hear from you. Go.
okay. So, 2 years ago, I was actually working at a cafe. So when we talked, I was a barista and kind of a manager of this cafe, this
Mm.
cafeteria. And then
Em Poços de
I
Caldas.
in Poços de Caldas, yeah. And last year I worked at the whole year at a restaurant, which I worked around 60, 70 hours a day, and I got really stressed.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah, in December 2024, I decided that I would travel. I just didn't know where actually. I would turn 30 in April this year. So I thought to myself, man, I need to leave the job and live. So
Okay.
I decided to travel. I thought on going to Europe or even some country in Latin America. But then I realized that I didn't know anything about my own country.
There we
So
go.
yeah, so oh, there's
We,
a
we,
pet
we
trying
don't
to
know
get
much about Brazil. Brazil is huge. Yeah.
Brazil is huge. You know nothing about it. I didn't know the dimension of this country. It's so
Mm,
big.
mm,
So I'm traveling now. I'm a nomad since
mm,
February. I just took all my stuff, my apartment to my parents'
mm.
house, and my stuff are there. And I started traveling, and I've been traveling for 8 months now.
Okay, where have you been? Can you place us? From Minas, where did you go? You said Bahia, is it? No, you didn't say Bahia.
Actually, I went straight to Northeast. I went to Rio Grande do Norte,
Okay.
and from Rio Grande do Norte, I started coming down. So Rio Grande do Norte, and then I went to Paraíba, Pernambuco. Actually, I didn't go to Alagoas and Sergipe, and then I went to Bahia. And from Bahia, I came back. I just came to Minas because I took a flight last Wednesday, and
Mm.
then I've been in Minas for the past 5 days. So
Uh,
I came down from Northeast.
so how long you staying there in São João del Rei?
10 more days
Mm.
up to November, actually October 30. And then I'm going to Paraty in Rio de Janeiro
Rio de
state.
Janeiro. Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
And
I'm on my way back, not back, but I'm going
mm,
to my parents' house to celebrate Christmas with them and spend
no,
holidays
of
there.
course. That's great. Well,
And
go on.
you asked me if I used my English during this trip.
There we go.
So
Yeah.
one of those reasons, since I started having classes with you, I always said that I want to travel. and I want to be able to use my second language. So I started in Minas. I was at Serra do Cipó, which is like 80 kilometers from Belo Horizonte, and I met a guy from Pakistan.
Nice. Okay.
And
Different English there. Huh?
yeah, different English. Yeah.
Huh?
So he's now a huge friend of mine, and I
Really
lived
cool.
2 entire months working with him
Mm,
inside in a vegan hostel, kinda. So I was
mm.
cooking. So I spent all day speaking English inside a kitchen with a Pakistani guy. So my
Nice.
trip started in English, and since then I've used my English a lot.
What's his name? What's your friend's name? Your Pakistani friend?
His name is Junaid Swati.
I'm inviting Junaid for podcast as well. That's why I ask his name. Okay, he's invited.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Well, I believe he's gonna love to join.
Nice. And
Be part of it.
that's what my question would be. The second question would be like, what kind of jobs you did? What kind of jobs you have been doing to while you were traveling? Have you worked? That's the jobs you've been working in a hotel. You said, yeah.
So actually, I've been volunteering.
Volunteer.
There is
Okay.
this app called World Packers. So
Okay.
it kind of intermediates the relation between the who is offering the opportunity to volunteer and who wants to volunteer. So I've made some money last year. I told you that I've worked a lot.
Okay. You work hard
So
there.
I've been traveling and trying to spend the less money I can. But normally when I I volunteer at these places. I do the jobs in exchange for a bed and food. Normally a meal like breakfast, lunch, dinner, depends. And I've done like many kinds of jobs. I started at the kitchen and then cleaning, which is the most common, reception, which is also common,
Nice.
um, agroforestry, bioconstruction, painting jobs, many kinds of jobs. So I've been trying to find myself and live different things, waking up in different places. So every kind of job is possible.
And meet different people, people from Brazil actually, because you travel in Brazil, but foreigners as well, as we understood. Yeah, Pakistani guy,
Yeah.
and other foreigners that you met.
Yeah, Pakistani was the first guy. Jay was I call him Jay. He calls himself Jay. It's easier than
Mm,
Junaid.
okay,
But he was the first, and then I've made some Israeli friends, and
cool, nice.
then Argentinians were the most. Like I started to learn Spanish from them,
Okay, nice.
so lots of
Yeah, last
Argentinians.
conversation 2 years ago, you said that would be your next language, Spanish. You spoke
Yeah,
some.
it's Spanish. Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's Spanish, and I've met some French people, um, Australian, German, American, Canadian, English, British. I met some British guys
Mm.
as well, so it was great to practice English with those people. So, man, all around the world. I've
Okay,
traveled inside Brazil,
that's
but
the
I've
thing.
met
Go on, please. You met.
I traveled inside Brazil, but I could use my English everywhere with different nations. When I started traveling and meeting Argentinian people, I didn't
Mm.
speak Spanish. Now I do a little bit, but at
Okay.
first I used English to
Mm.
communicate, and now I use this Spanish slash Portuñol.
Yeah, but it's, for us is that we say it's a bit easier to learn to pronounce it and all that. Even though I think Spanish is still harder than English, but the pronunciation maybe is easier. Yeah, George.
Yeah,
But that's interesting thing is you are traveling inside Brazil and you are meeting people from different countries traveling Brazil. What do they
yeah.
say? What these people view? What do they say about be in Brazil? Are they living nomads as well, or just passing by? What are the circumstances of these people, these foreigners?
Man, I've seen all kinds of people in all kinds of situations. Argentinian people, they love Brazil, especially Pipa in Rio Grande do Norte,
Mm.
Búzios in Rio de Janeiro, and Ilhabela, and some other beach cities. So they
Yeah,
love the
beach,
sea.
beautiful beachy cities. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they choose beaches, and they're normally trying to move to Brazil because they're living this difficult political situation there. So they're coming to
Right.
Brazil and trying to live here. Many European people are coming to Brazil to spend 3 months, and they end up trying to spend the most they can, like 5, 6 months, because they end up loving Brazil and actually learning how big Brazil is. So normally they do this route between northeast from Ceará, and they come down
Come
to
down.
Rio, São Paulo. So they try mostly seashore as well. They always close to the beaches. So
Nice.
the same, but they love Brazil. They always say, "Man, I'm coming back next year because I cannot stay longer because of the
Mm-hmm.
visa. It's expired." So
Mm-hmm.
they love Brazil, and most say that it's the most beautiful country they've went to, and warm culture, warm people, nice people, a safe place to be, and well, they love it here.
Nice. And what about safety? Because people that are watching outside Brazil, people tend to say that Brazil is violent. Yeah, the country is huge, so there are
Yeah,
crimes. What about safety? What do you guys do to keep safe? As I understood, it's a community, right? You keep in touch with each other. You have a network. Explain a little bit here for people watching if they want to try out first. Traveling Brazil, I have traveled Europe, but I have never actually traveled to many places in Brazil because Brazil is huge.
it's huge. Yeah.
So we have an opportunity here to hear from you, to have this view. How can people can organize that for themselves? What's the
Yeah.
network?
So
What's the idea? How do we start? How can you from scratch? How can you start living nomad?
Okay, so volunteering is an option
Okay.
through two main apps. So World Packers is the one I use. There is Workaway as well. I would not travel with no money at all. So I have some
Okay.
money in my bank account. So if I need to go to a hostel, I normally don't go to hotel and Airbnbs. Normally, I go to hostels because there I can also socialize and meet new people.
Right. Are
So
they cheaper anyway? Are they?
yeah, a lot more cheaper than
Mm,
normally. They don't have breakfast. You just have a bed in a common, like a shared room.
right.
So you're gonna share a room, share a bathroom, but this is the nomad life. Like I love this because I'm always meeting new people and connecting to different kinds of cultures and people as well. Sometimes someone's stinky is um, uh, sleeping above you or below. I don't know, but yeah, it
So
happens,
okay.
especially in some cultures. But I see there's no problem. Like when you put it in a balance, you see that
Mm,
it's a lot better when you travel this way because you
mm,
meet new people and then you just when you see you're already going somewhere with someone you just met and this
mm,
person does not even speak your language, so
mm.
you're gonna need to use English or Spanish sometimes
Spanish.
because so a thing that I've seen is that people from Europe, they learn Portuguese. If they learn Portuguese, it's the Portuguese, but
Mm,
most of them speak Spanish. So they
Spanish.
come to
Yeah.
Brazil speaking
Interesting.
Spanish. So this is very interesting, but they also can learn Portuguese very fast. But Spanish is something I learned from Argentinians, so I have an Argentinian accent in my Spanish. But most European people I've met, spoke Spanish, even the North American people also. So,
Mm,
but living in hostels, traveling and staying at hostels is the best option because you're going to spend less. You can
mm.
also use the shared kitchen so you can cook other than
Nice.
eating
Okay.
at restaurants every day. So I try to spend the less possible. What is expensive in Brazil, and everybody says,
Mm,
is transportation. So if you want to go from point A to point B, Brazil is huge and the
mm.
buses are expensive. So you're
All
gonna
right.
spend a little bit more going from cities to cities.
So you might need some money for transport. Okay. What about hitchhiking? Is that good? Is that safe? What do you say?
I chose some I chose to not do some things,
Mm,
and hitchhiking is one of them.
nice. Okay.
I prefer to just use BlaBlaCar app, which are
Mm,
people offering rides for in exchange for money, which
okay.
is less expensive than taking a bus. But most of what I've done is taking a bus, paying a little bit more for that, because sometimes I'm gonna be like 14 hours inside the bus, so I'm gonna be in some kind of comfort. So I've
Right. Yeah.
chosen, yeah, I had to choose. So I'm
Okay. No. Interesting.
not eating fancy. I'm not eating fancy. Actually, what I choose to eat is local food
Mm,
and
nice.
cook what I know how to cook. And there are things that I've learned in this path that I've been
Mm,
using
mm,
like to eat every day, like couscous. I was not used to eat couscous every day.
right.
Now I've learned in Northeast that people eat couscous in most meals, and it's good. You can cook it with other things as well,
Mm.
and it's how do you say nutritious? So nutritious.
Nutritious. Very good.
Yeah,
Interesting. There we go. Couscous is good for if you're traveling. Yeah.
it's
It's
easy and nutritious. Yeah, with eggs, of course. You're gonna not always couscous with eggs and cheese or something, but cheese
nice.
is already expensive.
Of course, George. We are going to have all these links, all the apps you talk about here in the description of the
Yeah,
video. Okay. And
sure.
what are the plans now? You are going to Rio, the Paraty, and from Paraty, what was
I'm going
where are you
to
going?
I'm going to Praia do Sono
Mm,
in Paraty. I'm gonna have to get to Paraty. I still don't know how I'm gonna get there, and then I'm
mm.
gonna have to take a boat and get to this beach, and then I'm going to Batuba, and then Ilhabela because Jay is in Ilhabela right now. He's living there
Right.
with Victoria, his girlfriend, and then I'm going back to São João da Boa Vista before
Your hometown.
my hometown before Christmas, around the second week of December.
Okay.
And then
I'm
next
definitely.
year, I still don't know about 2026. I need to think a little bit more about that.
I'm definitely amazed, really happy that you are here talking, sharing to us your adventures. And what about abroad? What about Europe? When you gonna go? What are the plans for that?
My plans are actually traveling to Latin America first. So Latin America for me is in on top of everything. I need actually need slash want, I don't know why, but to go to
Hmm.
Peru and Colombia.
Good.
Those countries are there. They are important for me. But I also learned that you can work on summer in, let's suppose, like you can go to Uruguay and work during the 3 months in summer because they really need people working there. They pay well. So
Volunteering, yeah.
I'm not volunteering in this situation. I would be really working because
Hmm.
they need
Getting
people there
paid.
to work during
Hmm.
summer. Yeah, so they pay pay well, and you spend
Wow.
3 months there working a lot, and then you make some money and keep traveling. So I think on doing the same in France as well, because for me, French kitchen is one of my uh, base bases of
Mm,
cooking. Actually,
mm.
it's really important. It was important for me to learn how to cook. So I want to go to France in summer, maybe in 2027. I'm still thinking about it, but I want to go to Europe sometime, but it's also more expensive. So I'd have to make some money to travel safe.
Nice. So far, no way, no time so to settling. So far, just traveling and learning. Culturally speaking, how rich is that? How rich can we say is that? I mean, you are planning to go to South America. I came up with the idea of Europe, but hey, South America is just here, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
and
So
makes a lot of sense going to South America first, of course.
yeah, and actually, what I've heard is that Brazilian people are well treated in South America.
Nice.
So if you go to Colombia, they're gonna when they listen that you're Brazilian, they hear that you're Brazilian, they're gonna treat you well. If you go to Bolivia, the same. Now, if you go to Portugal right now, it's in a difficult situation because
Mm,
Portuguese. I'm not talking about I'm not being not talking about
generalizing.
everybody. Yeah, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
generalizing, but I've heard that it's been happening among
Mm,
Brazil and Portugal. In Portugal,
mm.
it's going to be a little bit harder. So I'm traveling with this comfort in mind to be in a place that gonna be well treated. So
Right.
if I go to Colombia, Peru, I know that Brazilian people have this nice image among South America.
Yeah, I think it's all to do as well to your person approach. If
Yeah,
you behave right, if you treat people right, people are going to treat you right. That's the
yeah,
traveling. I think one of the travelers they have that with them. Yeah, they are
yeah,
polite. They have to keep polite because you are going to meet different people and respect the difference of people. That's the best thing you can do, and it's amazing because you learn a lot. You learn so
yeah,
much.
yeah. Yeah, and
Wow.
cultural speaking,
Mm,
Brazil is not huge only in size, but when I got
nice.
to Northeast, I couldn't understand what people were talking because I went to this
Expressions.
countryside. Yeah, I went to this countryside, a city called São Rafael, which
Mm,
is located in the sertão of the Northeast, and people speak different, and in the countryside it's so
mm,
hard to understand. So at that moment I could understand Spanish better than the Portuguese.
mm.
So this was crazy. So
Yeah.
I loved all states. They are very different between among them, but very special for me as well. So everywhere I've been to has different cultures, although they're all in Brazil. But I've lived different cultures inside my own country,
Okay.
and when I got to Salvador, for me, Salvador was not the best city because I think all of them are really important, but Salvador is special because I understood Brazil's history and its
Nice.
connection to
That's beautiful,
Africa
man. That's beautiful.
and samba, and I understood what Brazil is made of in
Nice.
Salvador. So Bahia for me has big importance on understanding Brazil. Although it's a little bit dangerous, one of the most dangerous cities I've
Mm-hmm.
been at, just like Rio, Salvador is
It's a
very
huge city as
dangerous
well.
as
It's a
well.
big city. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big city. I believe it's around 3 million people living there. So it's a
Mm.
big city, very touristic. So big cities are already dangerous, but touristic big cities become a little bit more. So you need to be intelligent. You need to be clever. If you're Brazilian, you speak Portuguese, so it's okay. So now, if you come to Brazil and you have a gringo face, like If a Brazilian person looks at you and okay, it's a gringo. So if you're seen as a gringo, you need to be more careful because of course people are gonna see you're Brazilian and try
or
to
befriend some Brazilians and get to know some Brillians. Get out with them, mix it.
Yeah.
Nice, good tip. Very good tip, Don.
When you go to hostel, you're gonna meet people, local people. I've met some people from Salvador in a hostel in Salvador, so I felt safe with them because they know where we're at.
We have to tell them, don't be shy. Chat with Brazilians. We like chatting,
Yeah, chat with Brazilians.
Even though sometimes they don't speak much English, but we love chatting. Try your Spanish, try your Portuguese, Nice one.
Yeah, no, we try. Even if a Brazilian doesn't communicate like perfectly in English, they're gonna try because they love to communicate and help somehow.
Nice one. George, the message that you can give to people here today, what message would you give now? From 2 years now back here, sharing your adventures as you planned before, as you had some idea before. What is the message that you can give that to live here to people listening to and watching the podcast?
Well, that's hard, but I believe that
anything.
Don't put anything above your life and what you like and what you love. Live for what you believe and what you love. So I believe this is the message. Of course, working is very important and everything is important, but you need to live also. So for me, that's it. I'm gonna get back to work maybe next year. I don't know yet, but I believe living is necessary, and I haven't lived for the past 5 years, and then I decided living everything in a year. But
there we go.
Don't leave it for later.
Yeah, but you have more to come. There, you have much more to come. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
Be here again.
And of course. You are invited and your friend is invited. When you have more adventures, come to talk, okay? Come to have a chat.
Yeah. Okay, for sure I will be back.
Take care, George. Thank you.
Thank you, Adi. See ya.
See you next time. Bye. Take care.
Bye.